What do you do when a gun's pressed to your head over a dirt road you own? That's where I found myself one blistering Texas afternoon, staring into the cold eyes of Monica Bradley, HOA Queen of Willow Creek Estates, her Glock steady against my temple. "Get off our road," she hissed, "or you'll regret it." My heart thumped like a jackhammer, boots rooted in the dust. This wasn't about rules, it was about my land, and Monica was ready to kill to claim it. I'm Nathan Carter, a 40-year-old ex-techie who swapped Silicon Valley's hamster wheel for a 5-acre ranch on the outskirts of Willow Creek, Texas. After 15 years coding until my eyes screamed, I cashed out my stock options for a life of dirt under my nails, growing veggies, raising goats, and working remote part-time. I pictured quiet sunsets, not a suburban war dressed up as country charm. Willow Creek was a weird mix, half cowboy soul, half gated community snobbery. I should have caught the red flags when my realtor muttered about community standards, but the ancient oaks and a creek splitting my property had me hooked. The ranch house was a fixer-upper, but the barn was sturdy, and the price was a steal, dirt road and all deeded to me, no question. I set up chicken coops, a garden, and a couple of goats, then brought home Rusty, a donkey with a stubborn streak that'd soon save my hide. Rusty first flexed his chops when some stranger's ATV rolled onto my land while I was out. I came back to find the thing dead, brake lines gnawed to bits. My security chem caught Rusty, ears pinned, guarding his turf like a furry bouncer. I was half proud, half spooked, but figured it was just donkey instinct. Life on the ranch swallowed me whole. Dawn meant feeding animals, afternoons were for coding gigs, evenings for fencing. My soft coder hands turned rough with calluses, and biting into my own tomatoes beat any tech bonus. Neighbors seemed decent at first. Mrs. Harper dropped off cornbread, old man Willis shared crop tricks, and Monica, who'd become my nightmare, handed me a fat HOA packet with a smile sharper than a razor. 3 months in, the trouble hit like a freight train. Driving home from town, I found 3 ATVs blocking my road. Monica, in designer boots, flanked by Susan Harper, the HOA secretary with a clipboard, and Greg Larson, the treasurer, sweating buckets in a suit. "Afternoon," I said, leaning out my truck. "Mind if I get home?" Monica's sunglasses glinted. "This is HOA property, Mr. Carter. Your farm breaks 7 community standards. No access until you comply." I blinked. "This is my driveway. I've got the deed." I nudged forward, expecting them to scatter. That's when Monica pulled her Glock. "I've got a concealed carry permit, and you're trespassing," she snapped. "Back up and rethink." My stomach dropped. I reversed, mind spinning. This was assault, but something told me the sheriff wouldn't cut it. I needed proof. Sneaking home through a neighbor's field, I dug into my deed. Yep, the road was mine. But the HOA was twisting some vague land clause. Online, I found whispers of Monica strong-arming edge property owners to sell for a luxury resort and golf course ranch smack in its path. During the standoff, I'd slipped a GPS tracker onto Monica's ATV. Now its blinking dot on my laptop gave me an edge. "Game on," I muttered, patting Rusty, who snorted like he was in. My wife, Claire, rolled in from San Francisco the next day, having quit her corporate law job to join me. When I told her about the gun, her eyes lit up like wildfire. "That's a felony, Nathan. We call the sheriff now." I held up a hand. "This is bigger than one fight. Monica's tied to developers, maybe politicians. We need EVY Denke." Claire, ever the lawyer, nodded, but her jaw was tight. "If she pulls that gun again, we're done waiting." We cited neighbor Tom Randall, a weathered farmer whose family got chewed up by Willow Creek's sprawl. Over iced tea, he spilled dirt. Monica had forced out farmers and working folks, buying their land cheap when times got tough. "My cousin lost his place after a bad harvest," Tom said, voice like gravel. "Monica leaned on his bank, got his 10 acres for pennies. She's done it to others." He handed us a box of HOA records, minutes, finances, emails laying out a land grab scheme for the resort. Claire spotted unratified charter changes boosting HOA power and a map tying sold properties to the golf course. Next day, an HOA notice slapped us with the due law 2000 fine for unauthorized farming and incorrect livestock housing colors, with daily penalties piling up. At the store, I caught whispers. "They've got dangerous animals. Monica says they'll poison the creek." The smear campaign was rolling. I rigged hidden cameras, catching Monica, Susan, and Greg trespassing, snapping photos, even prying open my chicken coop. One clip showed Monica with a suited guy, plotting to reroute my creek for the resort. "Carter will be gone soon," she said. Claire requested HOA records. Susan sent half-baked files, claiming the rest were lost. We found a pattern of harassment targeting development zone properties, plus Monica's buried fraud rap from her real estate days. Then came a notice for offensive cooking odors. It was laughable but exhausting. "Did we screw up MOVYing here?" I asked Claire one night, dishes piling up. She paused, hands in soapy water. "Sometimes I think so, but if Monica crushes us, she'll crush anyone. We fight." A knock cut us off. Mr. and Mrs. Ellison, an elderly couple, whispered their support. "Monica made the Parkers tear down their kid's wheelchair ramp," Mrs. Ellison said. "Half the community hates her but fears her." Their VY sit proved Monica had enemies. Tracking Monica's ATV, I saw she patrolled every Saturday, cruising my road. I trained Rusty to haul heavy loads with a custom harness, triggered by audio cues. I built a mud pit on my road, clay, water, and a non-toxic polymer that looked shallow but grabbed anything heavy. Tested it with wheelbarrows. It was perfect. Cameras covered every angle. "What if we sell?" I asked Claire one sleepless night. "This isn't just our fight," she said. "It's for Tom's cousin, all the others. If Monica wins, who's next?" Saturday came. I faked a camping trip, loading my truck to trick Monica's spies. From a hunting blind, I watched. Claire waited nearby, phone ready. Tom texted, "Monica's got Greg and a stranger. All armed." 3 ATVs rolled up, Monica leading, Greg behind, and a guy I pegged as Derek Voss from Apex Development. Holsters gleamed. They stopped at my boundary. Derek unrolled plans. "This'll be the 9th hole," he said, pointing at my garden. "Clubhouse replaces that barn." Monica nodded. Greg looked jittery. They hit the mud pit. Monica's ATV sank, wheels spinning, stuck deep. They dismounted to push. I triggered Rusty's signal. From the pig pen, he yanked a camouflaged cable 17 nights of engineering hooked to the ATV's frame. Rusty dragged it to the pen, pigs swarming the mud-caked rig. Monica, Greg, and Derek chased, slipping like cartoon VY lanes. Monica, Lee VYD, fired a shot skyward, pigs scattering. I stepped out, camera rolling. "Why are you trespassing with guns?" I called. Monica spun, while VYing her Glock. "This is HOA property. Then why talk about turning my barn into a clubhouse?" I shot back. Derek tugged her arm. "He's recording." Monica sneered. "When this resort happens, you'll be priced out. This town deserves better than filthy farmers." Her words were gold on tape, exposing the scheme. Greg backed off. Derek looked sick. Monica holstered her gun. "This isn't over." She spat, and they ditched the ATV and ran. Sheriff Mike Hawkins rolled in, tipped by Claire. "Got a gunshot report and a hell of a VY Dale," he said. Next day, an emergency HOA meeting packed the community center. Monica, polished again, spun a yarn about me attacking with animals. Her lawyer, Victor Klein, threatened lawsuits. Mayor Brian Holt pushed me to sell, but neighbor Lisa Grant stood. "Did you carry guns onto Nathan's land?" Monica dodged, but the crowd pressed. I played the VY trespassing, resort talk, the mud pit, Rusty's toe, Monica's shot. Gasps ripped through the room. Lisa demanded answers about the secret resort. Greg cracked. "Apex is targeting 15 more properties." chaos erupted. Residents turned on Monica. Her story crumbled. That night, our mortgage got flagged for review Monica's doing. VYAA bank insider, Tim Voss, who leaked emails showing her pressure. Monica's husband, Paul, slipped us a flash drive with her emails to Apex and the mayor, plus kickback records. The night before Apex's groundbreaking, Tom warned Monica knew of Paul's betrayal and was coming with Greg and Derek to torch Evy Denke. As their headlights closed in, I hit floodlights and sprinklers spraying blue dye. Rusty triggered traps. Loudspeakers blared Johnny Cash. Monica, drenched, fired at the barn. Greg surrendered. Derek swore he was just security. Sheriff Hawkins tackled Monica, cuffing her as Deputy Sarah Mills nabbed the others. Paul faced Monica. "I couldn't let you ruin more lives." Apex's Derek Klein pulled out. Greg turned state's Evy Denke. News crews, tipped by reporter Emily Frost, blasted the scandal. Mayor Holt quit. Monica faced charges trespass, attempted destruction, conspiracy, brandishing. The HOA board dissolved, replaced by a council led by Tom. Rules got scrapped. Our mortgage was restored. A year later, Willow Creek bloomed. Claire and I turned our ranch into a sustainability hub. Rusty, the town hero, munched carrots from kids. Paul launched an anti-HOA nonprofit. Monica's trial loomed, her empire ash. On our porch, I raised a glass to Claire. "A gun, a donkey, and pigs saved us." She grinned. "Sometimes you fight dirty to win clean." The ATV, repainted, became a kid's reading nook, a plaque reading, "Saw Rusty's gift. We care." Saw.